Working together again, former Dundee and Hibs manager Duffy is the new director of football with Hearts. He and Ricks will look to cement second place in the SPL and a shot at the Champions League. Motherwell have more modest ambitions, like a place in the top six. They've done it before, but it might prove to be beyond them this time around. Winners against Dundee United last weekend, they've only once managed back-to-back wins all season. Two Lithuanians and a Frenchman returned to the Hearts starting 11. Edgaras Jankauskas back after a hamstring injury, Davidas Česnauskas included, and holding midfielder Julian Brellier available after suspension. A Czech and a Bosnian left out, Martin Petraš and Mirsad Bezlia. Oh, and a Scotsman, Paul Hartley, was banned again. Just the one enforced change to the Motherwell team, which beat Dundee United last weekend. A recurrence of a groin injury for goalkeeper Graham Smith, and Colin Meldrum took over. Here's how it went with Charlie Richmond, the referee.
Short with the layoff was Aguiar. Through for McDonald's. Wide with Foran. Scott McDonald back off the post. Craig Gordon was a beaten goalkeeper. That's a big chance missed by McDonald, who hasn't scored in 2006. And he really should have buried that one back off the post inside the 3rd minute. Česnauskas through for Skacel. Can Hearts get in front? Spilled by Meldrum. And Jankauskas scores. So immediately play flows from one end to the other. Motherwell should have been ahead, Hearts are. And on his return to the top team after a hamstring trouble, the former Porto striker Jankauskas picking up the pieces after Skacel's shot was stopped but not held by Meldrum. It's 1-0 Hearts. Presley played into the feet of Elliott, stepped over it, prodded away from Jankauskas by Cragen. On the left foot of Skacel, fierce drive, parried by Colin Meldrum. Well, there was some power on that from Skacel, and beaten away by Meldrum. Hamill into McDonald. The up and under, missed by Webster. Fisas hooks it clear. Good touch from McBride. Well, it looked it, but it was well read by Elliott. And now Hearts on the counter. Česnauskas. Skacel heading into the area. And Jankauskas! Wow, what a strike. It was back-heeled out of the Motherwell penalty box, which was always a dangerous decision, especially when it fell on the right foot of Jankauskas, and I think that's what you call unstoppable. 2 for him inside the first 14 minutes of the match. That's his 7th of the season. Hearts 2 up. In from Nielsen. Cragen's header away. Aguiar's shot on target. Wasn't going to find its way past Colin Meldrum, but it was decent technique, a decent strike from long range. A new face in the Hearts technical area on the right-hand side, seated, but maybe not for long. The new director of football, Jim Duffy, alongside Graham Ricks. Possession lost by Česnauskas. Foran to Kerr. Good run into the box by McCormack. It falls for Jim Hamilton. What an opportunity that was at the edge of the area for Jim Hamilton to take his goals tally into double figures, and more importantly, to get Motherwell back into this game. It fell very invitingly. He was able to measure the shot, but it took a deflection on its way behind. Hooked away by Foran. Webster's header, but it falls invitingly for Kevin McBride. Corrigan racing up on the outside. The high hanging cross for Richie Foran. Webster gets it away. Back it comes from Foran. Craig Gordon was fouled. Motherwell want to give themselves some hope of getting something from the match. Kerr's delivery, back off the crossbar, and taken by Craig Gordon. Well, so close to making it 2-1. Motherwell from the set piece. And Craig Gordon was powerless there as he watched the ball coming back off the crossbar. Presley and Webster a threat here. Fisas is up as well, alongside Bednar and Elliott. Good play from Česnauskas. A mazy run. The sting was taken out of the shot. Fisas, Skachul, Callum Elliott's in, and it's 3-0. Brilliant finishing from the teenager. He's having a great spell of goal-scoring form. Make that 5 goals in his last 8 games. And he is difficult to shift from that Hearts strike force. The pass and the flick set him up nicely. His anticipation was good. His finish was even better. It's 3-0 Hearts with 12 minutes left. Well, Jim Duffy's not going to be sitting on his hands, director of football in the stand, that's clear. He's been bouncing around that technical area, and here he goes again. Up to the touchline, screaming instructions alongside Graham Ricks. Stephen Hamill's free kick, headed away by Presley. Back in it comes from McCormick, flipped on by McLean. There's David Clarkson, beaten by the bounce. As Motherwell went in search of at least some consolation here. The scoreline remains 3-0 Hearts. That was Hamill, kept well by Clarkson, driving on his Foran. The reverse pass for Hamill, and that was shifting, and juggled by Craig Gordon. Played in with a lot of pace, but it was unlikely to find its way past the Scotland keeper. Cragen from McGarry. Presley sprinting out of defence. That could be dangerous from Andy Webster, with Stephen Presley up the pitch. McGarry shot, whistling wide. Well, there was loose play there from Webster to give it away, with Presley charging forward. A late effort in the match from substitute McGarry right on the 90, but it was comfortably wide.